So also recognize the phases. So time periods, that's another one. So here you have the presentation, right? What do you do prior to the presentation? What do you do during the actual presentation? Like some of you said, walk in the room, say hello to audience. And what do you do right after? And what do you do sometime later, like next week or next month? Also, I want you to think about these phases. Okay, I have the presentation tomorrow, right? Or next month. What do you do before, starting from now to then? And then what do you do during the presentation? What do I do right after the presentation? What do I do sometime later after the presentation? So I'm trying to kind of like organize your thoughts and system. Okay, so if you can think of these two, like the systems perspective, your three things, audience, place, and content, and also this one, it'll increase your success. Really, you're gonna make a bigger impact. Okay. So what can we do in prior to the lectures? Prior to presentations. What do you think? Do you do anything prior to presentations? Any experience? Do your homework about audience, right? Get enough sleep. Don't get stressed out, okay? Enough sleep, okay, yeah. Get enough sleep, yeah. Learn about your audience. Well, if possible, you should make it possible. Think about me. If I didn't know they were summer camp students, how can I be successful, right? It's not if possible. You got to learn who's the audience. Know your slides, check spelling, yeah, rehearse, right? Practice presentation out loud. Yeah. Who needs to know? What do you need to do? Sharing guidelines. So is printing necessary, right? Is printing necessary? Sometimes you need to print out and you want to print out. So you want to make sure that you have the printouts, you put them in your bag and bring them to the conference room, right? Print out because it may have your product list, it may have your contact information, right? You want to make sure that you print them out. You want to know where the location is, right? IT. You want to bring props. You may want to bring some of your products that you're selling. You want to bring some of them and let the audience touch it, see it, right? Feel it so that they can order later, things like that. If you're going to use clickers or survey links to keep the audience because their attention span is 10 minutes, you want to use clickers or surveys. Hey, now open up the link, read this QR code and open up the link and answer the questions, right? So this will help you bring back the audience attention, right? And you want to know if there's a hybrid presence, right? Is everybody's in the room or there are some online as well. How about the during? Well, during is another story. Okay, we're gonna mention that next time. But be positive, dress for success, show confidence. Nobody knows better than you because you are the expert. You prepared it. You know your slides. You tailored it to audience. You know it, right? So be confident. Use body language, eye contact, right? That's why I say turn on your cams if possible. Gestures. We're gonna cover those next time. Okay. So how about post? What do you do after the presentation? Let's see some thoughts. Make sure you can access the presentation. Oh yeah. What do you do after the presentation? Do you do anything really? Ricky, you are making 5 presentations a week, the previous position. What were you doing after presenting?
After I would ask the
it's ended, like it's tomorrow now. Do you do anything? Did you do anything?
Oh, I would do follow-ups, asking if there's anything needed for moving forward, or if they have any questions in regards to the presentations.
Exactly. Maybe you want to share the slides later. Maybe you can get the attendance, their emails, and then you can follow up with them, right? That's good. Send a link to presentation with notes. Yeah, that can be possible. So you can follow up them if some of them are interested in your product or you want to catch up later. right? Go through the slides again, try to some, yeah. Oh, that one is, yeah, that one is a good one too. Just, you know, send a thank you note. Thanks for having me, right? That's great. And we usually forget about this one, but just say who is the organizer, not the real audience, but the organizer, right? The committee, send them a thank you note. Thanks for having me. I really enjoyed, right? Give a searchable and meaningful file name so that you can find it later. That sometimes we forget. Archive digitally and archive physically. If you think that you're gonna lose it, then just print it out. Sometimes it helps. Move it to your personal folders. Maybe you will leave the company next year. You don't want all of your slides to stay there, some important ones. Move it to your own if there's no IP issues or confidentiality issues, right? Share with others, promote it. Just go on LinkedIn and say, I really enjoyed presenting whatever in this company. Thank you for having me. Just post it, make a post on LinkedIn and promote your work, right? So it's a big world, it's a large world, it's a crowded world, it's a busy world. Nobody's gonna find your presentation. You are gonna share it with others and promote your own work. That's what one of the things that I want you to do. And reduce, reuse, recycle for the next time. Like who said it? Yeah, someone said like change your errors and things like that. Yeah. So if you have any problems, that change it. If anything wrong, change it and recycle and reuse. Make it ready for reuse next time because you're gonna forget about the feedback. You're gonna forget about your typos.